Hey, welcome to another episode of Geekoutdoors.com. So I just got a very special game, or games, with Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Remaster, kinda. And this is actually for the PlayStation 4, but I do not even have a PlayStation 4, so why would I buy a game when I don't even have a game system to play it? Well, quite simply, I absolutely love the Dreamcast. This is actually my favorite video game console, and Shenmue was absolutely groundbreaking and amazing for me. I've never really felt anything like that before until Shenmue came out. I've been a huge fan of Yu Suzuki and all his games ever since Outrun came out, Afterburner here, Daytona, and of course Virtua Fighter, and many other games. And so because of that, I already had a lot of respect for Yu Suzuki, the AM2 team, everybody involved at Sega. And so whenever we start hearing that Shenmue was something that he's been wanting to make forever, this is going to be something completely new for him. Obviously, everybody who enjoys Sega and Yu Suzuki's games were absolutely interested. And when it finally did come out, and I played it for the first time, I really did not know what to expect. Because you have to remember, at this time, we really did not have these open world games, like Grand Theft Auto and so forth. This was the first modern open world game. And then it wasn't just a straight up action game, because at the beginning, obviously, Ryo, you see his father get killed by Lan Di, and automatically you actually get put into the story, and most importantly, the character of Ryo, because that's really what this game is about. It's about you being Ryo in this world, going through this story of revenge, and just getting to know not only your environment, but the people around it. And so in a lot of ways, I think this was a virtual life simulator, in a backdrop of a revenge story. And that's what I really enjoyed about this game. It's not just a straight up fighting game, because there really isn't that much fighting in the game. It's very similar to Virtua Fighter, and as a matter of fact, this was originally going to be a Virtua Fighter RPG. But Yu Suzuki went ahead and changed that, and it was supposed to come out on the Sega Saturn originally. So what got me into the game was everything that was built around this character. You feeling like you are Ryo. And you could do so many things in this game that I didn't think would be important, such as going into the store, buying different food items, going into the arcade and playing the full games of Space Harrier, Outrun, which was so awesome, playing all these mini games, learning how to use different fighting techniques, and of course QTE or quick time events. That was an absolutely new thing that Yu Suzuki and his team pioneered in this game. And whenever I finished Shenmue 1, I had to sit back and just realize what I just played. And of course, Shenmue 2 did come out. Although here in the United States, by the time it did come out, the Dreamcast was pretty much done, and it was available on the Xbox. Now, I did have the Xbox, but for some reason, I never picked up Shenmue 2, and so I never had a chance to really enjoy this game. I was basically just played Shenmue 1. So after experiencing Shenmue, my whole outlook on games was completely different. And I think it was for a lot of people. And it did become a cult classic. Unfortunately, Shenmue did not do very well financially. And I think that was one of the biggest downfalls of the Sega Dreamcast, and just Sega in general, because at the time, Shenmue 1 was the most expensive game ever produced. And then by the time Shenmue 2 came out, I think the excitement kind of went down. But now that we have this remaster, or this HD version, it's going to be pretty sweet. Now, I know it's not a complete redo, it's pretty much a port, but they have made some enhancements. So there is some remastering done, specifically for the HD elements, the widescreen. And so I do look forward to playing this at some point whenever I have a PlayStation 4, or maybe I'll probably get it on Steam as well. But overall, Shenmue is something that I think everybody can really go back to and remember. Remember who they were at that time, remember the experience that they had, and it was that type of game. And I'm really happy that Shenmue 3 will be coming out. I did support that on Kickstarter as well, and hopefully Yu Suzuki and his team will be able to bring back some of that magic. And also, now that Shenmue 2 is in here as well, I will really be able to play it, which I didn't do when I was younger. And so if you had any thoughts on Shenmue 1 and 2, or Shenmue 3, or any other games that Yu Suzuki and his team has created, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.